Recording. Project update. Cytherium continues. First point, Aster Vale has been adopted. The foster placement is stable. Names for the record, Michael and Sarah Connolly. Local clearance approved. No prior Haven exposure. Low risk profile. They will suffice, at least for now. Drusilla Vale has deteriorated further, significantly. The transformation is no longer subtle. Cognitive function is unstable. Identity retention is fragmenting. Physical presentation is no longer consistent with the baseline human structure. She is no longer recognizable as the original subject, not in any meaningful sense. This was not the predicted pathway, not entirely. There are two interpretations. Either the progress is accelerating beyond control parameters, or the control parameters were always insufficient. Begin to think just a second. Which brings me to the question of termination. Drusilla may need to be concluded. Not because she has failed, but because she has completed her usefulness in the current form. Further observation may still be valuable, but only in containment. The Crucible has limits. Even I can acknowledge that. But I have not made the final decision. Not yet. Because there is something else now. A continuation vector. A replacement candidate. Lorna Pike. Already within Haven. Already classified as a subject. Already part of the previous experimental frameworks. Experimenton 1970-R. Apex secondary trials. Multiple exposure history. She is consistent across data sets. That is rare. Most subjects degrade under repeated symptom interaction. But she does not. She adapts, which makes her ideal. Director Harrow would have called this dangerous, recycling prior subjects for escalation pathways. He preferred clean entries, uncontaminated baselines. But cleanliness is an illusion in longer-term systems. Everything is already influenced. Everything is already recursive. Lorna Pike represents continuity. She connects everything. 1970-R, Apex, now Cytherian. A bridge across all prior failures. If Drusilla represents instability, Lorna represents structure within instability. That is far more valuable. The decision is approaching. Drusilla may be terminated, or she may remain within the Crucible for extended observation. Either outcome is acceptable. For now, I will monitor progression and prepare Lorna for transition protocols. Aster remains unaffected in a measurable sense, which is expected for now. I should note, the longer I observe recursive subjects, the more I suspect Haven's earlier classifications were incomplete. Experiment 1970-R was not an original point. It was a refinement of something already underway. Director Harrow understood that instinctively, even if he never said it aloud. End recording.